Everyone's facing a serious legal battle. The law office of Paul Harris wants you to know you aren't alone. Do you need someone that's not afraid to go to trial and fight for your rights? Attorney Paul Harris and his team are willing to go where most firms are not. The courtroom. With a successful track record in civil litigation, criminal defense, including tax issues and healthcare fraud, Harris Law Office will fight for their clients by offering the most aggressive representation in and out of court. Call Paul Harris at Harris Law Office for a free consultation. 304-232-5300.
Get ready to celebrate the 55th edition of the Big Game with exclusive 55-1 odds on FanDuel Sportsbook. And if you've never tried FanDuel before, new users can bet on either team and get 55-1 odds when the Chiefs take on the Buccaneers. That's right, you can bet 5 and win $275 if you pick the winner of the Big Game on February 7th. It's hard to bet against Patrick Mahomes coming off a huge win last year in the Big Game, but who could ever bet against Tom Brady? I hate to say it, I can't bet against Tom Brady. I've been betting football on FanDuel all season long. It's easy to use, easy to register, easy to deposit, and easy to find your bets. Plus, fast withdrawals. When you win, FanDuel pays your winnings in as little as 24 hours. There's always odds boosts and specials as well. Just download the FanDuel Sportsbook app and use promo code RICK to get started. That's the FanDuel Sportsbook promo code RICK. Must be 21 and over and present in PA and West Virginia. New users only. Must wager on designated boost market. Deposit required. Max bonus $275. See full terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? In West Virginia, visit 1-800-GAMBLER.net.
New Belgium Fat Tire Amber Ale is now available in West Virginia and distributed locally by wine and beverage merchants. With its toasty and biscuit-like malt flavors blended perfectly with hoppy freshness, it's bound to become one of your new favorite craft beers. Fat Tire Amber Ale is now available at local retailers. Please don't drink and drive, and drink responsibly. From your friends at Wine and Beverage Merchants.
Now's a great time to go Toyota for reliability, value, and style. And RAV4 is the #1 selling SUV in America over the last year, with available all-wheel drive in gas or hybrid models. Now get up to $1,000 cash back from Toyota through February 1st. For more offers, shop Toyota's official website for deals, buyatoyota.com. Then see your Toyota dealer. Go Toyota, and let's go places.
Hello, everyone. From the Watchdog, I'm the Storm Tracker, Darnell Foster, with a look at your local weather forecast for your Friday. Under mostly cloudy skies, temperatures are near 25 for the daytime high. Mainly clear through the overnight, 16 for the low. You'll see cloudy skies around for your Saturday, with highs in the low 20s. Have yourself a great day, everyone. From the Watchdog, I'm Darnell Foster.
The views and opinions expressed on the following program are not necessarily those of this station or its sponsors.
In the year 1898, Marconi sent his first radio message across the English Channel.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning.
Let's have a tune. I'm sick of this silence.
There's nothing wrong with being fun and popular and just giving people what they want.
This is not a radio fantasy camp. We're on the air here.
You seem happy this morning.
Is it Friday already?
Friday.
All I'm doing is getting on the air. The revolution will be broadcast.
How about Friday?
What's this?
Did you ever hear of a thing called radio?
Thank God it's Friday!
It's showtime.
Something to think about, something to laugh about, and something to talk about every day. This is the Watchdog Morning Show with Howard Monroe. Brought to you in part by Wheeling Hospital.
Well, this fabulous Friday, I have a number of things that we could be talking about today, and you're welcome to hop aboard and chat about them as the mood strikes you, whether it's on the text line at 304-214-1600 or on our call line at 304-232-8255, the CityNet hotline. Feel free to use it. How much would you pay for a Super Bowl ticket? Well, Fabio's been kind of running down some of the Super Bowl ticket prices in his report recently. I pulled some of those numbers together, thought we'd share them and talk about it coming up a little bit later on. How much would you pay for a ticket to this year's Super Bowl? What do you think is a reasonable minimum wage? There's talk about raising the federal minimum wage. There's talk about raising Ohio's minimum wage. $15 is the number that's being kicked around. Is that a reasonable minimum wage? I want to get your take on that. Are you prepared for the new I-70 detours to start on Monday? I don't think any of us are. I think this is going to be a bigger deal than the detours we've had for the past year. What do moms want for Valentine's Day? Valentine's Day, Howard, that's a long way away. No, 2 weeks, my friends, 2 weeks away. What do moms really want for Valentine's Day? Got a survey for you. What would you do to stop a crook, to end a crime in progress? I'll have a story that will be interesting to you, I think. Governor Justice's appointment of a replacement delegate is now on hold by the state Supreme Court because the governor is allegedly not following the legal procedure. Senator Manchin shows up on the list as one of the mischief makers on Capitol Hill. Axios did a list of both senators and congressmen who are mischief makers within their own parties or between parties. And Senator Manchin is one of three in the Senate listed as a mischief maker. We'll talk about that. Speaking of mischievous guys, newspaper editor John McCabe and I will have the regular Friday roundtable, the Ohio Valley News Week in Review. That's all coming up today here on the show. Again, if you want to call me, 304-232-8255. If you want to text me, 304-214-1600. Anything that's on your mind, whether it's what I've just mentioned or something totally different, feel free to get into it. It is going to be cold today. We're looking for temperatures this morning at least with wind chills in the single digit wind chills in the morning. Things will move up a little bit. We'll get actual air temperatures in the mid to upper 20s during the day. The sun's access is going to feel warm, but the temperatures are going to remain cold. And the wind is going to gust up throughout the day. Wind gusts of 20 miles an hour or so are possible. Currently, 16 degrees is the temperature at the Wheeling, Ohio County Airport. And that feels like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5. is the feels like temperature outside right now. So be sure to bundle up. Thank God I have my heat back on in the house. Oh my, 5 degrees is mighty, mighty cold to be outside. What is it inside, Biffy? You warming up at all today?
63.
Just where it's always been. But 63 compared to 5 outside. Come on, you got to feel like a heat wave's going on in there.
I try not to think about it, but whatever.
I understand. Slept in bed last night for the first time. Got to the bedroom after sleeping in the living room a couple of nights because of the gas problem and the no heat problem. That was nice. It's like, I enjoyed the camp out in the living room for a couple of days, but it was nice to get back to where I belong, my more comfy chairs and my more comfy bed and my comfy pillows and all that kind of good stuff. 7:14 on the Watchdog Morning Show here on a Friday. Biff, what would you do to stop a crime in progress? If you walked into a place and there was a robbery underway or some other crime that's occurring, what, if anything, would you do to stop it? Or would you simply say, not my job, man, I'm going to let it go?
I'd probably find a place to at least try and hide, and then once I found a place that was secure enough, try and call 911.
Yeah, it's embarrassing to say, unless there was someone in physical danger and I felt there was any way I could stop that physical danger, I think I would take the not my job, man attitude. Not that I would ignore it, but I think like you, what I would try and do is just get out of there and get somebody who has better ability to handle a crime than I do. Call the police or find some bigger man on the street or something. Now, again, I got to throw in the caveat, if there's someone being threatened with physical violence where they could be harmed or killed, I don't know, adrenaline might kick in and I might do something. But I have a story here of a woman who had a different approach. 24-year-old guy walked into a gas station on Tuesday and tried to rob the place. Took money from the register, bam, punched out the employee, threatened to kill the employee. Then he walked to an office in the back and he tried to open the safe and steal the money that was there. Now, it's not clear if the safe was open, if he got the safe open, but he was still there when the cops got there, and it took him a while to get there. And this is because the hero of our story, a 36-year-old woman, walked into the store, saw the robbery underway. It hit the clerk, knocked the clerk out, was robbing from the safe. The 36-year-old woman said, I have to do something. You know what she said? You know what she did, Biffy?
What's that?
Yeah, you're chuckling because you're kind of in the right. I know what you're thinking, and you're right. She walked in the store, saw this crime underway, wanted to figure out, how do I keep this guy here until the cops get here? So she offered him, how do I phrase this? Oral favors.
Oh, no.
So picture this, the guy's on the floor. He's knocked the guy out. He's on the floor. He's trying, playing with the safe, trying to get the safe open. Here comes this woman and says, hey, how would you like the letters that they use. How would you like a little oral activity? Now, we've often talked about how crooks are stupid because rather than saying, hell no, I'm going to get my money and go, he says, regarding me. And she prepares to, take care of business. She began servicing him in the back office of the store. While they were in the back room, he was getting his jollies. someone in the front of the store called the cops. And when they showed up, he was still half naked with a bit of a smile on his face until he saw the cops. When they busted in, she stopped her activity. She looked at the cops and said, "Take him away. Take him away." The guy is now in jail. So when you think about what would you do, be interesting to know more about this woman.
Yeah.
She may start having a whole lot more friends. I don't know. If I ask you, what would you do to stop a robbery in progress? And the guy had already used violence. He already beaten up the clerk. This woman's answer, we do not know her name. The cops did not release her name. This woman's answer was to give it her all, so to speak. How would you like a little, that sounds pretty good to me.
Does it say what state this was in?
They did it. It does not, no.
Oh.
It does, let me look. No, it does not. So, I think it's a interesting story.
Yeah.
I say she put her all into it. She was going to stop this crime. She couldn't stop the crime from happening, but she was going to stop the criminal from getting away. And criminals, because they are always stupid, Biff, always stupid. Rather than opening the safe, taking the money, putting it in his satchel or whatever, and just getting out of Dodge, he thought, hey, I'm going to get a twofer here. I'll get the money, and I'll get the action. What part of his brain didn't think that while he was getting the somebody in the front room was calling the cops? What part of his brain did? Well, I know. It was his little brain, the other brain he was using.
At that point, he wasn't thinking anything.
Yeah, it was his little brain that he was using to think with at that point. So, anyways, I just thought it was interesting, and I thought I would phrase it as, "What would you do? What would you do if you walked into a store, it was being robbed? How would you make an effort to prevent it?" Biff and I both said we'd run away, basically. But this woman decided to give it her all. So she got down on her knees and took care of business. Now, here's the question. Is she defined as a hero? Is she a hero? Probably, right? I mean, she stopped the robbery and caught the crook.
In the most unique of all ways, maybe.
Yipper. Yipper. I haven't seen any headlines, but I'm just trying to picture how the tabloids, what kind of headline the tabloids would put on this one, you know?
The possibilities.
Yeah, most of which I can't say on the air. So. Anyway, just a little story I thought we'd kick the morning off with for the heck of it. 7:22 after the hour. Cold morning, my friends. 16 degrees at the airport, and there's a feels-like temperature of 5 degrees right now. So you're going to bundle up, doesn't begin to do it. It is going to be cold outside. Each day for the last couple of weeks, or less than a week maybe, Bill DeFabio has been talking about some of the prices of Super Bowl tickets this year. And it got me thinking about, I hear Bill's morning sports report. It'll be coming up here in about 10 minutes or so. But it kind of got me thinking about what are the high and low prices for Super Bowl tickets. So I did a little research, and I want to talk about some of that coming up in a minute, plus a couple other stories about the big game. I got to look at how many chicken wings are we going to eat during the big game? This may be a pandemic game, but I got some numbers on that. And what is the most popular Super Bowl food in every state? I have the list. I'm a little surprised at what it is in West Virginia, but I will tell you all of this coming up in a minute or two as we talk about the big game. And you all stop and think for a minute or two. How much would you pay for a Super Bowl ticket? How much would you pay for a Super Bowl ticket? What's the dollar figure you're willing to say I want to pay to enjoy the big game? We've discussed it, but if it's going to be a good game.
Oh, I think it will be.
You know, you got a couple of battling quarterbacks. It should be interesting. There are several other factors that make this an interesting game. So if you're a fan and you want to go see the game, how much would you pay for a Super Bowl ticket? I'll tell you the average price. I'll tell you the low price. Then I'll tell you some of the higher prices. And you can take a look at the ranges and see where you'd like to go and how much you'd like to sit and how much you'd like to pay. I'll do that coming up next here on the Watchdog Morning Show.
For all of your IT needs, visit omniperforms.com.
Man.
Sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
From the Watchdog Network, right now, traffic. Here's the latest from the Robinson Auto Group Traffic Center.
Traffic near the Highlands, on Washington Avenue, and on the Fort Henry Bridge is moving steadily. Traffic near the Ohio Valley Mall, on 70 and 470, and on State Route 7 is all clear. The lane width reductions on the eastbound entrance ramp and westbound exit ramp to Wheeling Island will continue. There will be alternating right and left lane closures on I-70 westbound from the Route 250 I-70 interchange through the Wheeling Tunnel. The I-70 westbound ramp from Route 250 will be closed to traffic. The Market Street overpass width reduction will continue. I-70 construction will continue westbound where crossovers are in effect. And All existing detours and closures will continue for the I-70 Bridges project. Follow Ohio Valley Traffic Report on Facebook, WTRF 7 News, and the Watchdog for updates.
Hello, everyone. From the Watchdog, I'm the Storm Tracker, Darnell Foster, with a look at your local weather forecast for your Friday. Under mostly cloudy skies, temperatures are near 25 for the daytime high. Mainly clear through the overnight, 16 for the low. You'll see cloudy skies around for your Saturday with highs in the low 20s. Have yourself a great day, everyone. From the Watchdog, I'm Darnell Foster.
Hi, Toppy Kirchville. Join me weekdays at 10 o'clock for Talk Line. We'll talk about the big stories affecting us in West Virginia, top political figures, sports personalities, sometimes just plain folks offering their opinions on what's happening today. 10 till noon, right after the Watchdog Morning Show with Howard Monroe.
Watch out! He could climb on his soapbox at any time. The Watchdog Morning Show with Howard Monroe continues.
The second floor is time for sneaking out. And this is where
16 degrees at the Wheeling, Ohio County Airport, 16 degrees here at my home studios in Elm Grove, 16 degrees at the Robinson Autograph Studios downtown Wheeling, in the heart of the Ohio Valley with some wind out there. The 16 feels like 5, so it's definitely a cold, cold morning this morning. Hello and welcome to those of you watching us on Facebook Live video. I thank you for that. Always have a nice, good round of folks hop on quick and early in the morning. And some of you are regulars watching us on Facebook Live. Some of you are occasional viewers, and some of you are newcomers. So thanks for being there on Facebook Live video. I appreciate it. You can watch the video cast of all our shows, pardon me, on Facebook. On my Facebook page, for example, or each individual host's Facebook page, and on the Watchdog Facebook page. You can also find us on our YouTube channel, and you can find us at watchdognetwork.com, where the audio is embedded inside the video. I say audio. I keep saying audio. The video is embedded inside the website. So check it out on our website as well. And if you aren't sure how to get to our YouTube channel, there's a direct link to that on our website as well. WatchdogNetwork.com, newly revitalized and spit and polish on it. So check it out. There are opinion pieces. There's information there, all kinds of good stuff for you to look at. There's an opinion poll there as well. So check it out. But what I want you to do, if you are watching our Facebook Live feed, I want you to like and share our Facebook Live feed. All right, whether you're watching it from the Watchdog page or from my Facebook page, hit the like button, like it, and then hit the share button and share it to your timeline or to your news feed or to your timeline and your news feed, wherever you want to share it. So you can spread the wealth and more people get a chance to watch our videos as well as listen to us. So be sure to like and share. That's fine. We were talking about this woman who managed to save a grocery store from being robbed by performing oral favors to the criminal while he was still collecting his cash. And a couple of texts coming in on that at 304-214-1600, 304-214-1600. One person simply says, "She is a hooer." Okay. That's the way Ralph Cifaretto would say it in The Sopranos. She's a hooer. She is a hooer. I don't know. She was performing oral favors for a good cause. Are you a hooer if you do it for a good cause? I mean, I don't have an answer to that question. I'm just saying. That was one of the headlines I was thinking of earlier. I said there are headlines I can picture in, some tabloid newspaper. Hero whore could be one of them, I guess. Let's see, off the text line. Is this woman a graduate of the Monica Lewinsky Finishing School? Get the point. I get the point. I understand what you're saying. Howard, could you tell me was there a happy ending to the gas station robbery? Well, not for the crook, because he got arrested. And no indication that he necessarily reached the happy ending. You know what I'm saying, Biff?
Yes.
I mean, because I would assume if he'd reached the happy ending, he would have said thanks very much and moved on. So, and he was still having she's still performing services while the cops came. So I don't know if it was a happy ending at all. Text me if you'd like to at 304-214-1600, 304-214-1600. We have more serious things to get to over the course of the morning this morning, but I just thought I'd start things off with that little fun story. Biff, how much would you pay for a Super Bowl ticket? Have you been to the Super Bowl ever?
No, I've not been to the Super Bowl. I watch them at home.
Yeah.
Much more.
Would you want to be there?
I think it'd be nice just to say that you've been to one. You know, actually seen one. Yeah, but other than that, I mean, no, I've no real desire to go see the Super Bowl.
You're kind of like my opinion about Times Square on New Year's Eve. I never want to be there, but I want to be able to say I've been there. You know, I want to be able to say, yes, I was at Times Square on New Year's Eve, but I don't want to go through the the mess you have to go through to be there. But there are people who, you know, the Super Bowl is a big deal. It is a big deal. And there are people for whom they'll pay, I guess, almost anything. Bill DeFabio this week has been taking a look at some of the different prices of Super Bowl tickets, and it prompted me just to look up some of these prices online and put them out here for our conversation. At the moment, or at least as of last night, these things change a good bit because of demand and so on. At the moment, Biffy, cheapest seat in the house on game day right now, $8,700 to watch the Super Bowl in person. You know, I know folks who went to the Super Bowl and ended up watching the game at the bar outside. They said it was just more fun and easier. It was nice to be around all the festivities, but during the game, they just stayed outside.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm sure that would be the case for a lot of people. It's what they do. Heck, we're better off probably going to a bar, watching it there.
Yep, and be close enough to the stadium to get the the feel, the flavor. This year's not going to be a lot of that stuff, but in normal years, to enjoy the festivities, but not necessarily be there in the stadium for that, not pay the big ticket price for that. $8,700 for the cheapest seat in the house on game day, at least as of last night. The highest average sale price, so that was the cheapest, but they range from cheap to higher. Highest average sales price of tickets is, and this goes back to Tuesday, again, it could be higher by now. As of Tuesday morning, about $9,500. Average price of a Super Bowl ticket, about $9,500. Now, there are super low prices you can get. I'm looking here at, there's apparently one online site, Scalpers, I assume, that's offering tickets for $3,600. That's half price almost. So I guess that's pretty good. And then there are some people who put together really expensive packages, not just the game, but sitting in not the press box, but in the box seats and so on, Biffy. Well, the tickets can go a whole lot more. Sideline tickets for the Chiefs, $63,000 if you want to get a ticket on the sidelines. Buccaneers sideline tickets, $51,000. They're selling them in groups of 2, and that's a per ticket price if you're interested. And I saw one place where they were offering a big package. It's the Super Bowl tickets, and it's use of the box seats, and the glass enclosed box seats with the food and all that kind of stuff, where you could get your ticket party price for $336,000. Should we go, Biff?
Nah, I say stay at home and watch it.
$336,000.
Stay at home and watch it.
Here's my guess too. The people that paid that $336,000, they're in a box seat and they got a refrigerator, and they got hors d'oeuvres, and they got beer, and they got all kinds of things being brought in and catered to them. And there's probably a big screen TV there in the box area, right? They're probably watching the game on TV anyway. If they turned and looked out the glass window, they could probably see the game on the field. They're probably in there drinking beer, eating chicken wings, and watching on the big screen TV anyways. But for the package price on that, $336,000. I'm telling you, and I know for some people it's a big prestige. Corporations do it and take their clients and stuff. I get it, but geez, $8,700, the cheapest price. You're not going to see me doing that. That's for sure. Not now, not today, not ever, my friends, not ever. Now, this year we'll probably have fewer Super Bowl parties, just as we had different Thanksgiving dinners and Christmas dinners this year, all because of the pandemic. So probably fewer Super Bowl parties this year. And yet, Biffy, we are still projected to eat a record number of chicken wings during the Super Bowl. The prediction is, according to the National Chicken Council, always amazes me there are such things, and somebody has to run it. Yes, Bob, what do you do? I am the executive director of the National Chicken Council. Okay. All righty then. According to the National Chicken Council, even with fewer Super Bowl parties expected this year, Americans are expected to eat 1.42 billion chicken wings. That is a lot of wings. I love me some wings, and we usually have wings for our home chicken party, for our home Super Bowl party. Sometimes it's just these days just my wife and I maybe, but still, we usually have wings. That is kind of a quintessential Super Bowl food, but gee, many Christmas. 1.42 billion chicken wings will be eaten this year during the Super Bowl. That's a 2% increase over last year. Survey also found that wings are the most popular Super Bowl food in 49 out of 50 states. Maine has a different Super Bowl food. You know what it is, Biffy? Think about it. It's Maine. You know what their Super Bowl food is?
Clam chowder.
You're close. Lobster. The most popular Super Bowl food in Maine is lobster. Now, I like me some chicken wings, but if anybody's offering me lobster instead, I am going for the lobster. I'll just tell you. And Google just released a map showing the most disproportionately popular Super Bowl food in every state from last year's game. Now, I mentioned that the number one choice of 49 states is chicken wings, but there's some interesting ones that are on this list. Two foods were number one in 6 different states: cake and 7-layer dip. I don't know. And a few foods were the most popular in at least 5 states. Chili, I think of that as a Super Bowl food. A buffalo chicken dip, spinach artichoke dip. Those were some of the more popular food items for the Super Bowl. What do you think West Virginian says, Biff? What do you think in this survey West Virginia's most popular Super Bowl food was?
Pizza.
Good guess. I just gave you the answer a minute ago. And this is weird to me. Spinach artichoke dip. We are one of the 5 states where spinach artichoke dip is their most popular food. I don't know. Louisiana, taco soup. Hawaii has chicken club ranch roll-ups. And Alaska, paleo salmon cakes. What the hell is that? I don't know, but it sounds healthy. I don't think you eat healthy during the Super Bowl, do you? But anyway, in West Virginia, our most popular Super Bowl food, spinach artichoke dip. I can eat it, but I'm not going to make that a big deal on my Super Bowl party. All right, let's get a quick check of news, and then we'll run over to Zach and get the forecast, then we'll come back and pick up the sports, if that's okay with you, Biffy?
Yeah, we can do that.
Let's do that at 9:43, 17 till the hour, here on the Watchdog Morning Show.
The WTRF Channel 7 News Update is brought to you by Thomas Auto Centers.
refusing to open a claim. And officials tell us that the victims of the stabbing in Belmont County are reportedly in stable condition and are recovering. On Wednesday, 49-year-old Edward Reed reportedly stabbed his wife and teenage daughter, then took off just after 7 a.m. The manhunt for Reed ended with authorities finding him dead 6 hours later. And now's a look at your headlines. Have a great day, everyone.
The perfect cure for your quarantine blues. The Watchdog on Facebook Live. Watch The Watchdog weekdays on Facebook Live, beginning with the morning show with Howard Monroe at 7 a.m. Local talk radio, Watchdog style. Give us a call and tell us what you're thinking. Locally, 304-214-1600. Out of the area, toll free, 866-514-1600 or 304-232-8255.
There's a time and a place for everything, including a different point of view. This is that time and place. You're listening to the Watchdog Morning Show with Howard Monroe, brought to you in part by Wheeling Hospital.
A little behind time, that's my fault. Bill DeFabio and his morning sports flash coming up in a couple of minutes. Had to kind of rearrange things here. We were so busy talking about the Hero Hooer and the price of Super Bowl tickets, I kind of lost track of time, and I had poor Zach sitting on hold waiting to talk to us. So let's go right over to the Big Seven and WTF TV7's morning weatherman, Zach Petty. Good morning, Zach.
Good Friday morning, Howard. How are you?
I'm feeling good. It's warm inside. All my heat's been fixed, and I guess that's a pretty good thing because, baby, it's cold outside.
Exactly that, Howard. It is feeling downright frigid. Out the door temperatures right now hovering in the mid-teens. Feel like temperatures throughout the Ohio Valley anywhere from the low teens, if not single digits. Right around 8 degrees is what it feels like outside with westerly winds right around 8 miles per hour.
It is cold.
It literally, there isn't anything else to say. Baby, it's cold outside. It's downright frigid. Bundle up, stay inside, make yourself some soup. What's your favorite soup, Howard? I was asking Biff this. What's your favorite soup?
Let me think. Well, I like seafood soup of different kinds. You know, a nice lobster bisque is good. Chili is good. The chili would be good on a day like this. It's not exactly soup, but chili would be good, I think, on a day like this. What's your favorite soup?
I went through the similar stuff that you were saying, the seafood type soups, the clam chowder, she crab soup, lobster bisque, the creamy cheesy type soups. But I think Biff and I think we came to the conclusion that our favorite has to be the classic chicken noodle.
Well, you can't go wrong with chicken noodle soup, right? I mean, that's just, you just can't go wrong with that.
Truly.
But
it's hard to mess up chicken noodle soup.
You're right. I mean, even I can make chicken noodle soup. Well, by that I mean I can open up a can and throw it into a pan. But
I got you.
I'm a huge fan of the as you said, the various kinds of seafood soups. Frequently anymore, love to just drive past Coleman's and pick up a little thing of soup. They do some great bisque down there, lobster bisque or clam chowder at Coleman's. Pick it up, take it home, just for a snacky. You know, I love soup. I'm a huge soup lover. I love soup. Before COVID, when I was out for lunch every day, I would eagerly look to see if the restaurant had a soup of some kind. You know, I love soup of the day.
Yep.
I love to try different things. I'm a big soup fan.
I would have to agree. And I'm one of those weirdos that still eats soup in the summer because I don't think there's a really time window where soup's not acceptable.
No, a day like today, it is really perfect. But I'm with you. I'll eat soup. Yeah, it could be 94 outside, and if somebody gives me a good cup or bowl of soup, yeah, baby, I'm going to eat it because I do love soup. Then sometimes I have a hard time. You go into a restaurant and they ask you get your options, soup or salad. It's like, oh man, do I have to pick one? Can I?
But then
Can I have a little salad and some soup to go along with it? So it's it's among my favorites. But so chicken noodle works for me as well. Is it going to stay cold this week though? So we're looking for a high today. What, mid-20s, I guess, right?
Yeah, like mid to upper 20s, hovering right around 28. And then overnight tonight into Saturday morning, we could again see some single-digit wind chill temperatures as you wake up and head out the door tomorrow. So again, more cold air still pumping through the Ohio Valley.
And what's the weekend looking like, basically?
So as of now, looks like partly cloudy skies for most of Saturday. So Saturday is trending to be most all of the day good, except till we get into 11 p.m. or so Saturday evening when this low pressure system is going to bring in some snow showers. Looks like late Saturday evening through early Sunday morning, we could see some snow activity throughout the Ohio Valley. Then warmer air is going to get pumped into the forecast where we'll change over to rain, and then that warm air will top our highs off in the upper 30s. But then peeking ahead into the next work week, there is a chance that we see more impactful snow as we head into Monday and Tuesday, as another system behind this low will funnel in with colder air driving down from Canada, where again, still too far out, but in terms of accumulation, 1 to 5 inches I know it's a big range of snow totals, but that's what models are suggesting as of right now. So something we're going to be keeping an eye on and monitoring throughout the rest of your day today. Doc will have an update this evening, and then Aaron will be tracking the system as we head into your weekend.
All right, so you will keep an eye on that, and we'll keep an eye on you guys and see what the weekend brings weather-wise. But for today, it's just basically bundle up. It's going to be cold, windy a little bit, and make sure that you're nice and warm and get some soup or whatever it is for the course of the day today.
A big cauldron of soup sounds good to me right now.
Yep, I would think so too. Are you a chili fan? I mentioned I was a chili fan. Are you a chili fan?
I'm not a beans person, so if it was a beanless chili, I'm all for it. I love like the spice. I love like chili spice mix, like the paprika, the cumin, the different types of salts, the ground beef. I love that. The tomato. But in terms of beans, not a bean person. So if it has beans in the chili, forget about it.
I got you. I'm pretty much almost any kind of chili I like. Of course, I've been one of the judges for the chili cook-off here in town since the very first chili cook-off. Didn't have one this year. I feel bad. I've got to be a bit of a, I have a palate for chili now. I know what to look for and what taste to look for and what's good and what's bad. But really, almost any kind of chili is good for me. I do tend to prefer something with a lot of meat in it as opposed to beans. I hear what you're saying, but I can eat the beans as well. And now that I'm thinking, I think it's 5 degrees outside. That feels like right now, something like that. Is that right?
Yes, that is correct.
Yeah, 16 degrees feels like 5. This would definitely could be a chilly day. This could be a nice chilly day. All right, Zach, have yourself a great weekend. Any big plans for the weekend?
Any big plans? Probably staying home and making some soup, especially today.
There you go. All right. Have a good weekend. We will talk to you again on Monday. Thanks, Zach. Appreciate it.
Yep, we'll see you, Howard. We'll see you too, Biff.
7 before the hour here on the Watchdog Morning Show from the Big 7, WTRF TV. Zach Petty is with us here on the Watchdog Morning Show. Now, let's catch up with Mr. DeFabio. He's got our morning sports report. Can't afford to let poor Billy go without sports, so let's check that right now.
In Boston, the Bruins defeated the visiting Pittsburgh Penguins 4-1. Patrice Bergeron scored a couple of goals as the Bees took 2 out of 2 from the Penguins. Cody Ceci recorded the Penguins' only goal. Pittsburgh now 4-3-1. Visit the New York Rangers Saturday afternoon in Madison Square Garden. Well, during his press conference Thursday, President Art Rooney of the Steelers said the team would love to have quarterback Ben Roethlisberger back for another year. Meanwhile, Ben said he didn't care about his pay at all. He will meet with Mike Tomlin and Art Rooney after the Super Bowl. Ben said he wants to help the team win a Super Bowl. Okay, Ben, but you know it's all about money, right, Ben? Ben, are you listening? On this date, January 29th, 1971, a great trade for the Pirates. They traded outfielder Matty Alou and pitcher George Brunette to the St. Louis Cardinals for pitcher Nellie Browse and outfielder Vic Davalillo. Nellie Browse won a big-time World Series game in 1971 as the Pirates beat the Baltimore Orioles in 7 games. And how about this? On this date, February 29th, 1974, the Pittsburgh Steelers selected future Hall of Famers Lynn Swann, Jack Lambert, John Stallworth, and Mike Webster during the first day of the National Football League draft. Many consider it the best draft in the National Football League history. Special guest coming up in the Variety Hour, hour number 2. He played his football at Notre Dame, and he was with the Steelers when the Steelers won 4 Super Bowls in 6 years. Rocky Blyer will be on the air. I'm Bill DeFabio. Be safe out there. Be considerate of others. And remember, the watchdog will always be there on AM 1600.
I'm back. Okay. Is it my turn? Oh, my turn. Sorry about that. Wasn't paying attention. It's Friday. Must have been thinking about the weekend or something. I don't know.
It is near.
It is almost here. Not here yet, but it is almost here. And Zach's got me thinking about soup and chili and stuff too. I have to see if I can sweet talk my wife into some soup or some chili for the weekend. Both of those sound really good. Are you a chili fan, Biff? You're a chili fan, right?
Oh yeah, I love chili.
Yeah, this could be 5 degrees. It feels like 5 degrees outside. This is definitely a day that you could have some chili. 4 before the hour here on the Watchdog Morning Show. We're also coming up on the big game. Supposed to call it the big game. I used the SB phrase earlier, and you're not supposed to do that because that's a copyrighted phrase, and they get all upset when you use it. But the big game is coming up, and if you want to celebrate the 55th edition of the big game, they've got 55-1 odds for you right now. Who are they, Howard? I'm talking about our friends at FanDuel Sportsbook. And if you've never tried FanDuel before, new users can now bet on either team and get 55-1 odds when you have Tampa Bay and KC going at it on the big game. You can bet $5 and win $275 if you pick the winner of the big game on February 7th. Brother Biff is suggesting good game, probably close game, but if you're putting your money down, Biffy, you're putting your money down on KC, right?
Kansas City Chiefs, yes.
Yeah, I think it is going to be a good game, and I think I'll zip on FanDuel, and I'm going to take your advice, Biff, so if I lose money, no soup for you.
No chili.
No chili for you. FanDuel is just waiting for you to use it. FanDuel is a real easy-to-use app. A lot of people get nervous. If you've never done a lot of online gaming like this, you get nervous. I don't know what to do. I don't want to make a mistake. I don't want to lose a lot of money, what have you. You have to be prepared to lose money, of course, because it's gambling. But if you want to have fun, FanDuel is pretty easy to use. Very intuitive. It's easy to find your bet. It's easy to register. It's easy to make your initial deposits. And it's easy to get your money back when you do win, and it'll come back in little as 24 hours. So that's all really quite good. Plus, on FanDuel, they give you a whole bunch of odds boosts and specials every day and some big super boosts on the weekend, including this big 55-1 deal for the big game that they're offering right now. But in order to play, you got to download the FanDuel Sportsbook app. Use my name, Monroe, in the promo code box and just get started. FanDuel Sportsbook, promo code Monroe. Now, you do have to be 21 or older. You must be physically present in West Virginia or Pennsylvania. You can't be in Bridgeport and use it. It's got that geocaching. It won't let you do it. But you can come across the bridge and do it in West Virginia. Must be physically present in West Virginia or Pennsylvania. It's for new users only. You have to register on the designated boost markets. A deposit is required. The maximum bonus is $275. Full terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. And if you have a gambling problem, visit www.1800gambler.net. It may be a gamble on what the roads are going to be like next week when we turn the I-70 Bridges project around. We'll talk about that coming up next hour here on the Watchdog Morning Show.
The Watchdog is FM 98.1, AM 1600 WKKX Wheeling, FM 97.7, AM 1370 WVLY Moundsville.
The ABC News is brought to you by Thomas Auto Centers, Mall Road, St. Clairsville. Get the best deal at Thomas Auto Centers.
Scenes have been made by...
If other than McCabe, I have nothing scheduled today, so. And to be honest, I did not check with him yesterday either, so we could be, it's conceivable we could tap dance all morning long. And it'll work out. I may use the minimum wage report I gave you days ago.